B-Boy Push from New York City, and you're about to learn posture and breakdancing. Posture is very important, and it's not really gone over so much, but it's a very, very fundamental thing to learn before you get off and start doing a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you the posture when we're top rocking, also the posture when we're doing some footwork, which means moves that are done on the ground with our hands and feet. Posture when we're in the top rock is very simple. Just like when I showed you how to groove, we're going to make sure our knees are bent. We're going into our toes, and we don't want to hyperextend our legs at any point. This makes for not a lot of movement, and it looks a little bit funny. So we want to make sure we're relaxed into our knees. Hips are relaxed right into our knees, okay? So when I want to get down to the floor, I'm just going to follow this core of my chest into my knees and into my toes. So the core is going to go right down into my toes. If you imagine a line right through your body, it's going to help you align your core. And this is going to make the balance really easy and not have to use a lot of energy. So one more time. Our core goes right into our toes, and this brings us into the very basic squatting position of footwork. So the squat position in footwork, all we're doing is going down into a squat and taking our hands and putting them down onto the floor. Our hands are very specific for this. So when I put my hand down, I don't want to put it flat. It's going to cause too much pressure within my wrist. So what I want to do is actually use my thumb right here, bring it back, and hold myself up like this. This is going to give me just a little bit of room on the floor. It's going to help my body stay up like this. Now if my hands are down, I got to sink down a little bit more. It's going to use too much energy, and it's going to end up hurting you in the long run. Now some people have a lot of trouble with this flexibility here, so you can just either start stretching your thumb backwards just every day. You don't need that much flexibility. Or if you have to, if you really don't have that flexibility, let's say your finger broke or it's healing or something, then what you can do as a little bit of a cheat is just try to cup your hand, and this will just help disperse the weight. And now that we know how to sit down in our squat position in our footwork, I'm going to show you the second basic position. The second basic position, I call this the push-up position, because it looks pretty much like a push-up. All we're going to do is get into what would be a push-up position. We can just bring our feet up, okay? Now, the key to this is to have our backs straight and level. So I want to make sure that my butt's not up or it's not too far down. I want to look in the mirror and make sure it's horizontal. Make sure my back is horizontal, and that way I am able to move from my feet or my hands. I can pick up my hand, or I can pick up my feet, and I'm not struggling. So now that you know the basic posture and breaking, we're gonna get to some footwork, the basic